Hello, we are Duncan and Joe, and 6 weeks ago we took ownership of this beautiful 58-foot narrowboat. She's not so shiny now. This is where we left you last week, heading towards our first locks on Wayman. And if I do say so myself, I don't think I did too bad a job. Good afternoon. This is the day after Storm Darragh, whatever it was called. It was very, very windy on the boat. We may as well have been at sea. We were moving about that much. You would never have thought we were on a canal. But I came down here this morning. This is just before the Aqueduct at Chirk, and this tree is fully across the canal. It actually went into that garden, that driveway there, and it was a gentleman who's cleared all of this because he needs to get his car out. I mean, that must have been so scary. How fortunate though that there's a Canal and River Trust barge there. That couldn't have been better placed. But yeah, it would have been so scary. We were all right. We were up from about 4:30 because we were very worried about a pram cover. It's just like a big tent on the back of your boat. But if we'd have took it down, we've got nowhere to put it. So it was just kind of like hoping. We're on the way to pick up some parcels now in Chirk. We were going to move tomorrow, but we're not going to now until we're absolutely positive that that tree's gone. Because I don't want to moor further up there because the weather's going to do for a start. And being under trees, you've always got that danger of you. Right, so I'll sign you off now because I'm going to go over the Aqueduct and it's going to be really, really windy. Good afternoon. This is just a quick snippet to show you what the problems can be on the cut. Now we had Storm Darragh, Storm D, whatever it was called, and where we were moored, it was a really lucky accident. Duncan didn't want to be under trees because of the Starlink. We never gave it a thought about trees, being under trees, but that's our inexperience. The storm was very, very bad. We weren't too worried about the boat. It was more the pram cover. We thought it's like a big tent on the back of your boat. We were really worried that was going to fall, blow away, make like a trampoline. So we were quite lucky then. We woke up, we didn't sleep much, but then the next day we woke up to find out that we were stuck basically. We're heading towards Chirk, and between us and Chirk, we're only about a couple of bridges away. There was a tree down across the whole of the canal, so we couldn't move on. And then we found out that we couldn't move back either because there's a few trees down behind us. Now, in somebody else's vlog a couple of weeks ago, they were coming along to Llangollen and they were talking about this new build here. Now, we came along here a couple of months ago when we were walking and they'd taken down all the trees. And it did look really bad. It really did. But now, I was talking to the sales lady of them houses the other day, that all the trees along here, there was a few oaks that they brought down, a lot of firs, I think she said, but they were all due to fall down. The oaks, she said, they only had 5 years in them. They were all properly done, tree inspectors and stuff. But if you see how many trees are down along here now, and it makes perfect sense why they've done it. It's, like I say, it really did look bad. So we're coming up to one of them now. This one isn't too bad. So as you can see, to build all these houses, they've had to get rid of a lot of trees. Oh, bad. So this one is just by Bridge 17. So there's nothing getting past here. That is a full length, and that was a pretty substantial tree. Gotta clamber over here. Ooh. The one by Chirk has now been cleared. I walked down to there at 2 o'clock yesterday afternoon, and it was still there, no sign of anybody. And then at about 10 o'clock this morning, got a message from CRT that the tree had been moved. So I thought, God, that's a bit quick. And there was no sign of anybody yesterday, so we got our shoes on, had a walk down, and rightly enough, it's all gone. They've left quite a bit of crap in the water, mind, which we managed to clear, but before you get to that, there is a lot of crap. I've took a couple of photos, I'll put them in here. That's all still in the water, so I don't know how we're going to get through there. There's a couple of boats in front of us that are going this afternoon, and hopefully they're going to clear it. And then when we go through tomorrow morning, it should all be clear and be a little bit easier to get through. This is just the joys of boating that everybody talks about. Luckily we got here on Friday, and we'd filled up with water on Friday, so we were full of water. The diesel was getting a bit close, but we should be all right now. We're going to stop at Chirk Marina to get some diesel and hopefully some water, although we have been told you have to pay there. But I don't see why you should if you filled it with diesel. It's struck. So we have this gentleman here. I don't know why he thought he could get through. There's no room at all. Well, I wouldn't have done it. I wouldn't have tried. Because, I mean, you can't get past this. You cannot go any further on this towpath. It's like there's somebody helping him. From this angle, it doesn't look too bad, actually. It looks like you could possibly have got through. Don't know. I've got to be honest, I would have been very, very dubious about doing it ourselves. I think he said there was something stuck around his prop now. So that's one of the things you've got to cope with. You're waiting for the CRT to come out and clear them. And like I said to him, even if you went past there, you're not going to get any further because that was a big one. I'm more nervous. Why am I all nervous?
I have no idea, because you know what you're doing. I'm here, yeah?
Yeah.
Doing great, man.
I feel really nervous.
You've got to be, man.
My stomach's doing it.
Is it? Yeah, well, porridge was a bit dodgy, wasn't it? Early departure of 8:30. Tick over. Or slower. trying not to wake our neighbours up at all. This is the first chance we've really had to move, haven't we, with a certain amount of safety as far as the trees and the like.
We do have a dodgy bit coming up, don't we?
We did have, yeah, there is, yeah. There's a lot of debris in the water. I mean, they cut the trees up great and they do it quite quick and that, but they don't take the stuff with them, do they? And they're leaving 4 and 5 inch wide or thick branches and trunks and limbs in the water, aren't they? Which could be dangerous. But hey ho, we'll do it. Right, I'm going to get out of your way so you can navigate this. You're going to need something to get you through, aren't you? Just when you get to it, put it in neutral and let momentum take you through. If we don't get through, we'll back up, drop me and I'll pull us through. You've got some down here. You're clear of it, but there's some stuff down here. Yeah, look at that down there, look. It's clear. Some more down here on your port side. Just keep your line now. Okay, bring your front round there. Video some of this flux and inject them, okay? Look at this. It's bloody tree trunks down here.
Little did we know that this wouldn't be the first time Duncan had to get off the boat and pull us through. Shall I slow down?
Yeah, I would. Till you get in there, get yourself settled and straight and that, and then you can open it up if you feel necessary.
If you don't know this stretch of canal, you have the aqueduct followed immediately by the tunnel. Strangely, I wasn't bothered about going over the aqueduct, but the tunnel was just giving me kittens.
2 foot this side, possibly 3. That's it. Okay, steady it up at that, and use your side as your guide. Okay. I think it's got wooden strakes all the way along, or wooden, or rubber possibly. About a foot. How much have you got yours? Okay, well, you're doing fine. You might need to put the revs on just a bit though, because of the flow. But just go at your own pace, what you feel comfortable doing. Look down there, isn't it? I think the tunnel, you should just line yourself up and go straight for it. Remember what Andy said though, you might need a little bit of extra power to get through. You see how you're fighting the flow now? The boat's like like at a slant. Only that's the flow does that, just sort of pushes you skew. This is Chirk Tunnel. Most people find this very difficult or complain a lot about it. We are a bit skew across the canal itself, but that's all down to flow. But to be fair, she's doing really well. This is our first proper tunnel, isn't it? The other one was more than just a big bridge. Almost there. It's like the Italian flag, isn't it? This is where that other downed tree was. And as we shed the shroud of darkness, taken from the dark into the light by our glorious skipper, Josephine. Just keep going straight on, no, just keep going straight on. Well, that's ridiculous. There you go.
We then came upon the worst of the blockages. This footage was taken by a lovely lady who very kindly loaned her husband to Duncan to help us pull us through. It was so difficult, it would have taken us ages to do it on our own. This cruise was without a doubt the most challenging one to date. I don't think I can handle much more. Join us next week as Duncan takes the tiller for the first time.